Hey y'all, I'm Charlie Ray and welcome to Chasing Fins Fishing. This morning I'm going to go over my rod holders on this NuCanoe Unlimited. I was requested to do so. Somebody wanted to know how I made all these. So we're going to go over this real quick. It's going to be a short video. First thing, of course, it's primarily made PVC. Now this is made with PVC pieces. This is an end plug. This is a 1/4 inch toilet bowl flange bolt. Got this nice little flange on the back of it. Just drill a hole in that, 1/4 inch hole, and get that tightened down on there. They work extremely well. Of course, they are brass, so in harsh environments, eventually they will wear out, corrode away or something. So you'll want to periodically check those from time to time. Simple 90. Now this is 1-inch PVC, so you'll want to put a 90 on there. Now this particular piece right here is nothing more than a piece of 1-inch PVC pipe. I cut it to length, and basically what I did was I run it through a bandsaw, cut it down to about 1/4. Well, I cut about 3/4 of it off, put this little 45-degree angle on there. And these two pieces right here are 1/2 inch end plugs, and that sits in there, and you just pop it in there and it'll sit down on your gunnel. Now I do not have this drilled in there. I do not have screws holding it down. It doesn't need them. It doesn't ever go anywhere. I tow this thing down the road on a trailer 65-70 miles an hour, and it has never moved. My rods are secure. They're fine. This piece right here is a 1-inch by 1/2 inch T, which simply snaps on those. I don't have any of this stuff glued. Push it down on there tight enough and it will definitely stay put. And I mean, it's solid. Now, another reason why I don't really want to glue these, I do like to be able to rotate this a little bit when I am trailering. The reason I turn it towards the back like that is the other end of the rod holder, which let me get this turned around so you can see that. I guess that's not going to be a very good picture. I'm going to have to move that. What you're seeing right there, that's it. Now that piece is nothing more than this, and this is just a cheap rod holder. You can pick it up at Walmart, any place like that. And all I did was just simply cut it, and there's one end here that holds a screw. I got a little screw there on this end, and a cable tie that holds it on this other end. And I will tell you, the styrofoam that comes with it will not hold up very long. I think it was like 3-4 weeks, and it was just breaking apart. The rod was flopping around in there really loose. So I pulled them out and I replaced it with this neoprene foam rubber. And so far, I'm pretty happy with that. And one of the reasons why I've done it all this way, now that I've got all that together anyways, I can show you here. Let me get this back up here. So, get that set. Fishing rods. Just slides in there. And just hold that up there. Just drops down in there. The rods sit in there. Now I've got mine set up for 2 rods on each side. I only carry 4 rods with me. If you want to carry You know, if you're somebody that likes to carry maybe 6 rods or 8 rods, you just make these bigger, bring this farther out. But I have that option. As a general rule, I'm only using 2 rods all day long. So I don't see any reason for me to be carrying 8 or 10 rods. I don't like them sticking up from the back. I've had large fish that would literally swim circles, get around behind the kayak and everything. You just got your rod sticking up in the way. I've casted and had them snag on the rod behind me, so I don't like that at all. I don't have them pointing to the front of the kayak. I have them pointed towards the back, and the reason being for that, I did originally have them pointing towards the front, but they were sitting out here, and I thought, well, what happens if, say, I get maybe a wave or something catches me if I'm standing up fishing and I lose my balance and I drop, you know, a knee down on these rods. If I got 2 or 3 rods there, I could break, you know, 2 or 3 rods, and these things aren't cheap. So I decided I wanted to turn them around to where they were facing off the back. That works out better for me. My rods, I feel, are far more protected. It's not in the way of my fish finder, my motor control, any of that stuff there. And I can actually, when I tow this, the only thing I do, back on there, the only thing that I'll do is take one of these bungee cords that are like this, come underneath around the real handle seats, come under that side of it, pop it together like that, and these rods are secure. They don't go anywhere. Now when I twist this a little bit that way, it puts a little downward pressure on these right here, and will keep them from bouncing out while you're going down the road. And that works out pretty good for me. So that's the reasoning for it. That's why they're pointed to the back, and that's why I have them laying down low on the sides. Would keep these, you know, pretty close together. Yes, the reels are pointed upwards. That is really not as big a deal as you might think. I've got that over the rod handle. When I'm fishing, I usually leave them sitting like that. They're easy enough to access, just to lift. I turn that like that. Just lift it up out of this clip up here on the front half of the rod. Slide it right out. Your rod's good to go. Want to change rods? Drop it back in. Grab the other one. It works out great. Easy to use. Keeps your rod secure and out of the way. That's why I do it the way that I did it. And like I said, this is on a NuCanoe Unlimited. Thanks y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you later.